already? Everything is on the table again. I'm here, you are here, and of course I hope you will enjoy this new DIY. We are going to use the smaller tumbler tower blocks. I always say make sure that you have 4 until 5 packages laying around in your stash so you can make every DIY. I have here my container with everything inside, but the most important is of course the wood glue, and this is just a very simple and cheap brand, Pattex, but you can use any brand you like. Of course, I have my container with my paint inside, and of course, this is just an example. Probably we use other colors, but you can choose any color you like. I have here my old saucer with an old piece of kitchen towel to wipe away the glue. So these are the main pieces we need for this DIY, and of course it is already Valentine is on the corner, so we are going to make a kind of Valentine DIY, but you also can use it all year round. So we will see how this will turn out. So you see already a lot of blocks are on the table. We have 21 rows of 2, so 21 rows of 2, and we do very simple. We do some glue on the top side of the block, and you just place them together like this. So very easy on the top side. And of course, like I told you, this will be kind of a Valentine inspiration, but you can use it for all year round. If you just give the colors another color, you don't have to do the red, pink and that kind of colors for the Valentine. You can use it for more days in the year, because only for Valentine, of course, it is possible you can then place it away and use it the year later. But if you do change the color, you can use it for all year round. I paint my pieces already so many times that I really have sometimes I need to throw away the decor, because I painted already so many times, because I always love to change my decor, especially also drifted decor pieces. But the last time drifted decor is very expensive, at least here also in the Netherlands, and I hear from a lot of friends that also with them the drifted pieces are still very expensive. You don't know why. Sometimes you can even buy it better new than you buy it second hand, because so expensive it is. So we're going to go now to the inside, and we're going to squeeze all of them together and make sure that you have a nice straight line, because that's what you want. And like this, and so this way you go all the way to all of them and make sure that they stuck nicely together. And then we're going to wipe away the glue in the middle, because at least with me there is always a glue. So I take my time to wipe away the glue, and of course you see when it is finished. So I kept 7 on my table. The other 14 I just placed on the other mat, because I don't need them yet. So we have 7 pieces. What we're going to do, we're going to place them on the side. We're going to start with 1 in the middle, and we are going to do some glue a little bit on this side, only in the middle piece. Over here, place it aside. We do some glue on the middle piece and place it over here. Now we're going to make them inside of here. So you leave the middle part a little lower, the other 2 on each side you do a little higher. You do here the same, of course, some glue on the inside. You do here some glue on the inside, and you place this one also a little higher like this. And now we are going to do some glue also on this side, on the inside, and this one also on the inside, and we place it a little bit higher, but again on the same length. Make sure that you look that you have everything in the shape you want to have it. Over here, give it some pressure. Now we're going to get some loose block, 2 pieces, and I have here always a little bag with half blocks, you see already. So if you don't have the half blocks laying around, just take 3 blocks like this, just 3 simple blocks. You get a marker and you just mark it in half, and you just cut them in half. You do this 3 times, so you have 6 half blocks. So if you don't have them laying around, I always make sure that I have a lot of them laying around. So I'm going to get 2 of them over here, and I'm going to glue them a little on the top, and I'm going to glue this one over here. I do here the same, a little on the top, and I do a half block over here, and I'm going to give it a couple of minutes rest. So I gave them a couple of minutes, and see already this is a half block on a full block. So I'm going to do some little bit of glue on the inside. I do here the same, a little bit of glue on the inside. I'm going to place this one over here, of course, a little bit to the inside. I almost would glue it on top, but of course I'm going to place it over here in the middle of the last one. So you get the last of 2, and then you place this one, the 1.5, in the middle of the one of 2. And now we need to take 2 loose blocks, and we do some glue over here, and we place this one in the middle, and we do this one the same. And you see already now you have your own heart, and it's so easy to make, and you can do anything you like with it. You can make every DIY with it. If you have already the heart, you can do so many things with it. You can make banners, you can make anything. Even when you have maybe some Valentine tree, you can make a hanger on top of here, color it, and you can hang them in your tree. So we're going to let this rest for a couple of minutes. See already, I have 1 piece of 7 also over here again. I do only 1 together with you, and then the other one, number 3, I will do out of camera. But for everyone who doesn't know yet how it is made, of course it is very easy. You just place them on the side, and we're going to do some glue on this one in the middle. You place 1 on this one in the middle, and you place them a little bit higher than the middle block. You see, just like this. Make sure that you have them in a straight line. You do here the same, some glue in the middle, some glue in the middle, so you never have too much somewhere. Place them on the side, and you do them also again a little bit higher, and you do here the same, some glue, and here some glue, and we place them also on the tops, and we place them again over here. Now we get 2 loose blocks again, and we get our little bag with half blocks, and again we glue some half blocks on the full block. So again, this is 1, we have number 2, and we give it a couple of minutes again. So I have my 1.5 block again. I'm going to do some glue over here and some glue over here, and I place them in the middle of the last of the 2. So over here, place this one on the side and also on the middle of this one, and we're going to get a loose block like this, and we place this one in the middle from the 1.5, and so we have our second heart. And of course, make sure that they are a little even, so you can get your heart you already made. Just place it on top of each other, because you still can change it up and make it a little higher or lower, because it's still not dry. So just go ahead and use it as an example. So I do number 3 now out of camera. So you see already our 3 hearts are drying right now. Now we're going to start with the bottom. We have 3 rows of 6, so very easy. 3 rows of 6, and we're going to lay them flat on the table, and we do only the smaller side. We do some glue on the 5 blocks, and number 6 is the closure up, like this. So you do on the side, and we do all 3 bottoms in 1. because then you already have all your 3 bottoms of your hearts. And we're going to do it this way. And the last, and we're going to close it up with number 6. We're going to press it from within, but always make sure at the end, give pressure totally on the side to squeeze it up real hard, like this, and here the same. Then we're going to wipe away the glue and give it a couple of minutes rest. So now we have our 3 rows of 6. We're going to place this on the side. We're going to get one of them. We're going to get 4 loose blocks. 4 loose blocks. We are going to do some glue on this side, the tops, and on the smallest line, and we place it over here, and we do only on this one on the underside, and then we can place it easily on top of here and squeeze it in. We do here the same. We do some glue over here and on the side, and of course we're going to place it this way, and this one only on the underside, so this way. And then we can easily squeeze this one also in, so we make a nice bottom where our heart later has his stand. And of course we're going to wipe away the glue, and we're going to let this dry in. And we're going to make the other. So again, I do this together with you again. And here we have 2 loose blocks. We do some glue on the top side, on the side, and we place it over here, and this one only on the underside. Place it over here. You do here the same on this side, and we're going to place it over here, and this only on the underside. And then we're going to make sure that we get a nice little plank. Again, feel with your fingers so you have a nice straight line. You're going to wipe away the glue with your old piece of kitchen towel, and you just let it dry in, and I do the other one faster. So you see, now we already have our 3 bottoms, and we're going to place them aside on our other mat so they can dry. So now we're going to make the inside of at least the middle piece of our heart. So for our first heart, we are going to, because I have 3 sizes, a smaller one, medium one, and a large one. Of course, you don't have to make them all. It's just up to you. For the first one, we need the smaller one. We need 4 rows of 2 and 1 row of 3. So 4 rows of 2 and 1 of 3. So we do some glue on the smallest line, place them together, and over here the same, this way, and this one. And this one is 3. And now we're going to squeeze them together very easy this way, and we do here the same. Make sure that you have them in a nice straight line, and we're going to give it a couple of minutes rest before we're going to work with them. So I did wait for these 4 pieces at least 10 minutes, because you have to work with them. We place this one of 3 on the side. We're going to make from this 4 pieces of 2, we're going to make a square. And everyone who is here already a long time knows already how to make it. We're going to place this one on the inside. We do here some glue also on this side. And we place this one over here. And we do here on this side. And a little on the inside over here. So we place this straight up. And if everything is correctly, everything is nicely connected. And we're going to let this dry in for at least 4 until 5 minutes before we're going to wipe away the glue. But be sure that you have your square the way you want it, because if it dries in, it's difficult to remove, but you can still remove it very long. So I leave it this way. So now I gave it at least a minute or 5. I waited a little bit longer, 5-6 minutes before we are going to do some glue on the inside of this square. So you just go around, so like this. I show it to you this way, and now we get the 1 of 3, and we're going to place it upside down on top of here. Make sure that you have them in the place you want to have it. Be sure. and then you're going to let it dry in. So now we're going to give it at least 10 minutes again. So, okay, I gave it my time. You see, this is how he is looking like, this way and over here. I'm going to get one of my bottoms. I'm going to place it over here. I'm going to do some glue on the inside, over here. And I'm going to very easy and carefully, I'm going to place this upside down and I'm going to place it in the middle of my bottom. And I'm going to let it fall down. I'm going to look if I need to go a little up or maybe to the right or to the left. Always make sure, and then if you have, just squeeze it. And this way, I think I need to go a little to this side, and then I'm going to press it down. And we're going to let it rest. And this is how your little understand. This is the first stand for the small one. So we're going to let this dry in. Now we're going to do the medium one. So for our medium size, we need 8 sets of 2. So 8 sets of 2 blocks and 2 rows of 3. So 2 rows of 3 and 8 pieces of 2. So again, we're doing some glue on the smallest line, place them together. So like this. And we go up, but you can go even higher. I just do a small one, a medium one and a large one, but you can go also for a size higher. Just build it up any way you like. I'm just going to do now the 3 of them, and we're going to place them together, and this one and this one, and we're going to make sure that we're going to squeeze it, and we're going to let it dry in. At least the ones of 2 needs a dry time for at least 10 minutes. And this way, and this, I'm going to wipe away the glue, and then I'm going to let it rest. So, and you see already, I gave the 8 pieces a couple of minutes drying. I placed this 2 or 3 on the side. This 4 pieces of 4 I'm going to do over here, and I'm going to use 4, and I'm going to make my little squares again. So I'm going to place them straight up. I do this one over here, and this one on the inside over here. And now I'm going to do on this one some glue, and on the inside of this one, turn it over, and I'm going to, everything is correctly, you can make it easy, a nice little square. I do here the same. Again, some glue on this side, you place it on the inside over here, so squeeze it. You do some glue on this one. We're going to place this one on the inside over here, and the last is again always with 2 sides over here, and this is fitting nicely, and we have our second square for our medium size. I'm going to give it a couple of minutes rest. Now I have my 2 squares. Of course, I have my 2 little pieces of 3. I'm going to place them over here. I'm going to do some glue on the inside of the square, and I'm going to turn it over, place it over here, do here the same, some glue on the inside over here, and we're going to turn it over on this side, and we're going to look for that we have it exactly in the middle where we want to have it, and then we're going to let it dry in for a couple of minutes. So I gave both of them, you see already, this is how it's looking like. I'm going to do some glue on the inside of this one. So over here, make sure that you have a nice square. We're going to turn this one upside down, and now we're going to turn this one on top of here. Over here, make sure that you have it in the middle, and then give it some pressure from the top. Very easy, just make sure that you have it in the middle, and then you're going to give it some rest. So now if everything is correctly, you have this piece, you see over here. What we're going to do, we are going to turn it over. We're going to do some glue on the tops of this one. over here. We are going to get one of the bottoms again. I'm going to look from which bottom I like the best, or at least which looks the best. And we're going to very gently, we're going to turn this one over. And of course I have to look for where I have the other one. And I'm going to place it on top of here. And give it some pressure. I look on each side if I have it in the middle. And we're going to let this dry in also. So now in the meantime we have our smaller one, we have our medium one, and now we're going to make our large one. For the large one you need 12 pieces of 2. So in totally it is 24 blocks, but you have 12 sets of 2 and you have 3 rows of 3. So very easy, 3 rows of 3 and the rest is 12 sets of 2. Again, we're going to do some glue on the sides and you easily row them together this way. Let me know in the comments down below if you are decorating a lot for the Valentine season. It is here getting bigger here in the Netherlands. It is when I was younger we didn't celebrate Valentine, but the last years it's getting more and more decor for Valentine. Of course, it's not nearly what a lot of you can find in the stores, because with you it is really a season decoration. But I wish we had so many as a lot of you have, but that's not what we have. We have to make our own decor. And again, the last pieces of 3. So now we're going to squeeze them together this way, and we're going to do this one. But let me know in the comments if you are really decorating for the Valentine. Of course, I'm going to squeeze this one and I'm going to wipe away the glue and let it dry in for at least 10 minutes. So we gave it a couple of minutes. We're going to place our 3 piece over here. And of course, this one over here, we only get 4 blocks because we're going to now make 3 squares. Again, I only do this one together with you because I think already you know now how to make a square. So I only do this one. And then you can do the rest a little faster. I'm going to do this one over here. And the last is, of course, always number 4 is on 2 sides. And of course I have to turn it to get it fitting. So again, I'm going to give it some pressure. And I'm going to let it dry in. So now I have my 3 squares and of course I have my 3 bottoms. I'm going to place them over here this way, and I'm going to do on all 3 of them on the tops we are going to do some glue on the inside of the square at the opening, and over here a little around, and this one. Very simple, and this way. And we're going to very gently replace this one on top of here. We do this one on top of here. And the last on top of here. And we're going to look for that we have it in the middle, give it a little bit of pressure. And if everything is in the place you want to have it, let it dry in for at least a couple of minutes. Now we have our 3 little boxes. What we're going to do in 2 of them, we're going to do some glue. So over here on the inside again, and we do it over here and this one. And now we're going to turn this one upside down, and we're going to turn this one over here. And we just place it in the middle. Look on each side that you have it straight in the middle, and then give it some pressure from the top. And always look extra if you have it where you want to have it, and give it some pressure. And now we're going to get this one, and we place this one also on top of here. And again, give it a little bit of pressure, but then go around and make sure that you have it on the place you want to have it over here. And always go back also to the underside and look for the best shape. And if you have the shape you like, just give it a couple of moments rest. So I gave it a couple of minutes. I'm going to get my bottom. Always look which side of the bottom you like the best. Place it over here and you are going to turn this one over. You're going to do some glue on the tops again. Over here and over here. And then you're going to turn it over and place it gently in the middle. And then you're going to look for if you have it really in the middle and give it a little bit of pressure, like this. And always look back. I always say you can look better one extra than you don't look, and it is not really the shape you want to have it. So again, like this, and we're going to let this dry in. So everything is drying, and a lot of them are already dried. So I'm going to get my old piece of kitchen paper, and I'm going to do, because I like this to use for my paint, because I can easily throw it away. So I'm going to get my white, and I'm going to do some white on top of here. And of course, he is almost finished. I have already a new one, but I always say it's really a waste of money if you just throw it away. So I always let it go on his top and let it run down. So aware this way, and I'm going to get the first little stand we made. This one I can show it you a little bit better close, and I'm going to make this white. Of course, you can choose any color you like. If you are more like a black or white or color, gold color or something else, just spray paint it. You don't have to do the colors that I do. So I'm going to, very easy, color this in the white color. So I take my time for it. I won't bore you with that. So you see when the little stand is finished. And of course, you see already, now I'm going to do stand number 2 also in the white color. And I do number 3 also in the white color. So I choose white, and I think I'm going to do the hearts in 3 different colors. We will see, but of course I choose this one, red, white, red, at least white. So I'm going to finish this off for all 3 of them. So now I have my stands in the white color, and now I'm going to start with one in the red color. So I'm going to get my paint, and I'm going to do one of them in the totally red color. Oh, you see already, I always make one big mess like this. So I'm going to do one in the red, and then I'm going to look for if I go down in color. So now I did a little bit of red with some white, and I made it a little lighter from a little bit to the pink side. So I'm going to do the second one in a little bit of this color. So I'm going to do also this heart. I have a red one, and now I have a little bit more like a pink one. And the other one will be, I think, a little bit lighter too. So I did painted all the pieces, and we are now going to build them together. I'm going to start with the smaller one. And the smaller one, I will do the lighter color pink on top. So I'm going to take this little heart. I'm going to get my wood glue, and I'm going to do, because if you have some hot glue, of course, it's possible. But for me, I'm going to use the wood glue, and I'm going to do some glue over here, and I'm going to very gently place it in the middle of my stand, and I'm going to keep it in place for a little moment, and then I'm going to let it dry. And this way I'm going to do all 3 of them. So you see, I do, as the second one, I do a little bit of the lighter red, and I'm going to do again the same like I did with the other one. Like I told you, I would do all 3 of them. But Of course, you see in a moment the quick impression. And here you see finally a quick impression of my tumbling towel blocks, 3 sizes of hearts on a stand. And I'm so happy how this one turned out. And I left it very plain because you can change it up any way you like. You can give it some twine, you can give it some bows, some beads. You can do anything you like. I just show you the base. So I hope you enjoyed this DIY. And if you do, I hope you will click the red subscribe button if you're not subscribed to my channel. And of course, click the bell so you will be notified every time I upload new DIYs. For more DIYs, come on over to the description box. There you find the link for the DIY channels. Hope to see you there. Have an amazing day. See you in the next one. Bye.